Hello, everyone. Amanda Williams, MD, MPH, and I am here with you today to talk about grapeseed extract. I talked about cardio HX the other day, and I thought, speaking of the cardiovascular system, certainly grapeseed extract should maybe perhaps pop in your mind because we know that grapeseed extract is incredibly beneficial for the vascular system. So we're thinking about our blood vessels and the support that it lends to the endothelial linings, the lining of the actual vessels. When we look at the structure of collagen and the cross-linking of collagen, we certainly can see that grapeseed extract can be beneficial on that front. And we actually use a really unique form of grapeseed extract, and ours is very, very strong as well. So we use a registered trademark form called Enovita, and the grapes themselves are actually sourced from Italy. And this particular registered trademark form that we are using in our formulation, known as Enovita, this has been studied in human clinical trials to show its effectiveness and safety when it comes to managing hypertension. So, really interesting clinical research out there. Now, what makes the Anavita so incredibly different than, say, just a standard run of the mill grapeseed extract is the extraction process. So, it's not only the sourcing, so the regional sourcing coming from Italy, but it also comes down to the water extraction process, which is really important because this allows for our formulation to have 95% OPCs. And what are OPCs? That is oligomeric proanthocyanidins, which are incredibly strong and powerful antioxidants. This is kind of what makes grapeseed so unique in its own right. But our formulation has this ability to give you 95% of those OPCs, which is really, really cool. It's also registered halal and kosher, so they're both certified via that way. Now, I think that our product, when I've looked at many other things on the market, because this is kind of in my wheelhouse, this is what I do, very strong. And it comes down to when you use high quality source material, one would expect you're going to reap a greater benefit from that. And certainly the amount of those OPCs that are contained within our formulation is why when people use our grapeseed extract, they really do see the benefit. So whether someone is utilizing it to support healthy blood pressure or perhaps just for overall vascular support, a lot of people, as you get older, the blood vessels start to weaken, and this can be brought on for many different reasons. This can, be because of, chronic hypertension. This can be because of chronic kidney disease. We know that there's a lot of different ways in which our vascular system can start to kind of wear down, and then this can lead to peripheral artery disease, edema, things along that line. So we know that grapeseed extract can certainly be beneficial for that. But I want to talk once again about other utilizations of grapeseed extracts. Certainly, we can just stick with cardiovascular, and that is wonderful in and of itself. But I also want to talk about other ways in which grapeseed extract has been shown to be effective. Now, in 2019, in the Phytotherapy Research Journal, they published the findings of a meta-analysis. And what that is, it means it's a conglomeration of looking at all of these different clinical research trials and showing the benefit or the actual data outcome of grapeseed extract. So, in this meta analysis, what they found was a significant decrease in glucose levels, in total cholesterol, triglycerides in particular, as well as CRP levels, which is cardiac reactive protein. And the reason why that's important is because when we're looking at systemic inflammation, that's not a good thing. So if we have elevated CRP, then we need to address that. So in this meta-analysis that they looked at all of these many different clinical trials, this is what the trend that they were seeing, that they saw that inflammation markers such as CRP began to come down. They were seeing how impactful that grapeseed extract was when it came to insulin sensitivity, helping to support healthy blood glucose levels. These are all really great things, right? And oftentimes we don't think about grapeseed extract when we think about the management of our blood glucose. So now we know this. And this is certainly a wonderful thing. Now, when we think about the big scheme of things with the cardiovascular system, clearly, anytime we can take something that is not only structurally supporting those blood vessels, but is also helping to regulate and monitor our cholesterol, then that's also a very positive benefit. And we do see this with that grapeseed extract that those OPCs, those oligomeric proanthocyanidins, have a really powerful effect on those triglycerides as well as the LDL, which is the low density lipoproteins. So we know we have an antioxidant that can fend off oxidative stress within the vascular system, but we're also yielding so many other very wonderful properties coming from that grapeseed extract. Now, here's another interesting study that was done. I believe it was out of University of Illinois. I know it was somewhere up in the Midwest, where they were looking at grapeseed extract as actually being beneficial for dental health. And this came down to collagen, and they were looking at how those who had higher intake of grapes and grapeseed extract in their dietary intake, so via supplementation, that they actually found that they had better oral health as well. And it came down to the way that, say, for example, if you have a cavity and you have to have a filling put in, they found that grapeseed extract, and it comes down to not only the role it plays in terms of the antioxidants, but also the inflammatory process, that the grapeseed extract actually really had a positive way of supporting the underlying dentin. So really that's kind of a outlier type of a study, but once again, very, very interesting. Now, in the Nature Journal study, this one kind of caught my eye. This was done at Mount Sinai, and this was in collaboration with a couple of other universities, I believe Rutgers, and maybe University of Texas. They were looking at the utilization of grapeseed extract in terms of targeting inflammation in those who had kind of treatment resistant depression. And what they were able to kind of hone in on was that there were particular compounds within the grapeseed extract that actually targeted different interleukins that were associated with exacerbating depressive symptoms. So this was really kind of a unique look at grapeseed extract because generally the focus is usually on the OPCs, but they actually were able to narrow it down and they found two different components that they know are a driving force when it comes to the regulation of depression. And in grapeseed extract, what you actually get is something known as dihydrocaffeic acid, along with melvinin. And the melvinin glucoside is a really, really powerful active constituent that is derived from that grapeseed. So these two active constituents that they can extract out from the grapeseed, and it is those two compounds that actually can do a enormous amount of help when it comes to inflammation that occurs within the brain, which is a driver for certain types of depression. So, really kind of interesting ways in which grapeseed extract has been studied. If you just go into the National Library of Medicine and just do a search of grapeseed extract, you'll find so many different clinical research trials showing just how beneficial it is. I mean, they've looked at it in terms of just for people who have injuries, for swelling, for example, because we know once again we're supporting that vascular system. So when people have edema or leaking out into the extremities, especially when we think about the ankles, for example, they have found that grapeseed extract really does so much benefit. So, across the board, if we're thinking about cardiac health, if we are thinking about our immune system, if we're thinking about inflammation, if we're thinking about dental health, we certainly see all of the many different ways in which grapeseed extract can be very, very beneficial. And like I said, ours is unique in the sense that it's not just your run of the mill grapeseed extract. This is sourced from Italy. It is called Enovita, and this is a registered trademark form of grapeseed extract, which is very, very important because this has been shown in human clinical trials to be very powerful, highly absorbable, and provide you with those benefits that you are seeking. So definitely check that out. Go to our website, invitehealth.com, and look at our grapeseed extract. If you're not exactly sure as to how you should use it, when you should use it, how much you should take, definitely speak to one of our healthcare advisors and they will be happy to assist you on your path to health. I will be back with you in a few more days to talk about more wonderful formulations at Invite Health. Thank you.